this a good time to not have a midweek game?
Honestly, I wish we did. Because as well as you played on Saturday, as hard as you competed, you want to just keep it going. But in the same token, we're back in school. You know, schedules are being changed, classes are being dropped and added, and to get acclimated, it's probably a good thing, you know, for this young group. Thank you. I think it's going to work to benefit us. And then, you know, we played very well, but we can work on our habits and we can get even better from watching the film. We played hard. We definitely played hard. But this week is a week for us to really work on our habits and get it and continue that process.
What kind of habits? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, staying in stances, talking a little bit more, jumping to the ball a little bit more, finding bodies. You know what a great rebounding team Michigan State is, and Minnesota will be on Saturday. You know, our transition defense needs work. They had some opportunities that they missed, you know, truthfully, they just missed. So there's things that we need to clean up. On the offensive end, there's things that we need to clean up. I thought for the most part our spacing was really good, but there's other things we can do a little bit better to help each other out and be great teammates. So we'll start working on those things today and tomorrow.
Limiting them to only 4 offensive rebounds, how important was that?
You know, that really started at Rutgers. And we lost the Rutgers rebounding statistic. So it was great to see that we can find bodies and then we can go rebound, especially against Michigan State. For the last 5 years, now 6, we've never beat them on the glass, never, not even close. And it was nice to see us, you know, really do the little things well. For a good portion of the game. We can do them even better. That's what gets me really excited to get back to practice last night and today at 3:15, because there's little things that we can do better. This team has more to give.
Minnesota's been pretty impressive so far this season. What stands out most about them preparing for Saturday?
Their athleticism, their length, their speed, their skill. Mason's having a great year. Their freshmen are really, really talented, much like ours. Their big man is terrific, Lynch. He's a redshirt junior. He's a grown man. Murphy, he scared me last year. They got a really good top 7 or 8 guys that are able to compete in the Big Ten, and Richard has done a really good job.
To go back,
specific that you have to prepare the guys for going against a guy like Lynch with the way he blocks shots?
You know what? Again, like before Michigan State, I've focused on us, on how I can get this young group more connected, build more trust out there, continuing our slow process of getting better. You know, I can't worry about Minnesota just yet. Friday I will. We'll focus more on them on Friday, but right now it's about us doing simple really well.
how far have you come in those end-of-game situations, and kind of where do you see the progress as Minnesota comes up?
It was really nice to see us. You know, first of all, you're in a game against Michigan with a chance to win the game. You know, win a little bit lopsided down the last 6 or 7 minutes, but still give ourselves a chance to win the game. And I think we learned from those end-of-game situations. And I learned from those end-of-game situations on how to put my team in better position to be successful. It was really our first one. And then for them to take that coaching, take that film study, and then see it in a close game. I think it was a 5-point game. And Tony hits a big floater for us. Then we get some big stops, some big rebounds. We obviously learned from Michigan.
You mentioned the end-of-game situations, but the end of that first half, when Michigan State gets it to 5, I think it was, after you had, for the most part, controlled the run of play in that first half, to push it back out to 12, how big are those moments where a team's got the momentum, they're getting closer and closer, and then you find a way to push that back out?
Yeah, we call them respond. We like to use one word commands. That way we all can hear it, and it's simple. Just respond or punch back. It's time to respond. Michigan went on that run. We didn't really respond. This time they went on a run first half. We responded. Michigan State again, second half, responded. As long as we have that mentality, okay, we took their punch. Now it's our turn to get a stop. It's our turn to get a rebound. It's our turn to execute down there and get a really high percentage possession or a high percentage shot for us. It's nice to see that the guys are really receptive to that and understanding of what I mean. and how we have to execute on both ends of the floor.
What does that say about their toughness, though? Because it seems like there were moments where Michigan State looked frustrated, and they're a pretty young team as well. And you guys, I think in some of those moments where they close it in, you could fold up and go, oh no, it's happening, or they're going to take the lead.
Yeah.
And you didn't really see that from a lot of guys who have not played a lot of basketball at this level.
You know what? I learned so much from the Northwestern game. They were a little bit older, and they came in here and just really out-toughed us. And that didn't really sit well with, not just with me, with the team. And I think from that point on, I think you saw a complete commitment to defending and rebounding and playing tough and physical Penn State basketball, which everybody's used to seeing. And it's nice to see these younger guys commit to it. Now, we're on a little bit of a roller coaster, but we've played 3 really good games. So I'm hoping for that consistency as we approach this weekend.
Do you get more value out of a win like this earlier in the Big Ten slate against the Michigan State team? And all due respect to the bottom half of the league, but that just carries a different kind of weight with it when you're in practice.
Because it's Michigan State?
Because it's Michigan
Yeah.
State, does that carry more, I told you this would work, you have to work this hard?
I didn't give them I told you so yet, but I think what I see yesterday in practice is a team that's not relaxed, is a team that's not content or complacent, thinking, oh, we won a big game, we finally arrived and we figured it out. I called practice off probably 10 or 15 minutes early because it got so competitive and so heated that I felt like, I don't remember the last time I saw that. And the fact that they're that feisty, that they want to continue to get better, showed me something. That they expected to win on Saturday. And if we have that mentality, we're going to find success.
Who kind of sets the tone in a practice like that?
Josh Reeves. Josh Reeves is going to set that tone right now. His growth, those 5 games he missed early in the season really hurt us, and it hurt him. And now he's starting to play some really good basketball. I know it's kind of funny to say. We're 8-4 in our last 12. I mean, we're doing some really good things because you got healthy bodies, you got healthy guys. I'm going to knock on wood. And he's that guy in everyday practice that's going to be feisty and bring the energy and bring the juice. I'd say the next guy is Peyton. The guy after that's going to be Shep. They are completely dialed in. And you got to give Shep credit. What's he, our 4th or 5th leading scorer? Maybe 6th? Seriously, right? 5th? What's he, 6th? 4th. Yeah, I'm saying Big Ten only right now. I think he's 5th or 6th. I know, I'm sorry, I'm being very technical. But the fact that he's not the leading scorer and he's coming into practice as feisty as he is, knowing, his defense on Saturday was probably the best defense I've seen in a long time in my 14, 15 years of Division I basketball. He was unbelievable, taking away Ron Harris's stuff on screens. He did a phenomenal job. He brought that same fight, that same toughness, that same edge or desire, whatever you want to call it, to practice yesterday. And if he continues that, our defense is going to continue to stay number 1 in the conference.